Good. All right. Hey guys, how you doing? My name's Nate Grebb. I'm one of the owners and coaches here at Conquest, and today we're going to go over a way to wrap your hands. The way I do it's a little bit different. It's good for mixed martial arts. You can use it for Muay Thai and boxing as well. I found this way 3 or 4 years ago and kind of stuck with it. Does a good job of protecting your hand, and also gives you an open palm so that if you're in a grappling situation, you know, you can actually grab your opponent without the hand wrap getting in the way. All right, so obviously if you have your roll, we're going to do this with the longer wraps. Okay, there's usually 2 sizes. I believe it's 105 and 180. So we're going to try to find a longer 180 one so we can go through the knuckles and really protect our hand well. So go ahead and just unwrap the roll first. A lot of people, when they do a traditional hand wrap, they like to use this little loop and start on your thumb. I actually don't do that for this wrap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the loop, fold it underneath, all right, and then I'm going to go put it on my hand here and just go around a couple of times, nice and easy, all right. And we're going really loose here because we're actually going to pull this off and use it as padding. So I'll take three wraps around, 1, 2, all right, and I think that's 3 right there, all right. And then I'll pull it off. Okay, so what that does is it makes a nice little pad that I can use on my knuckles, all right? So then, once I've got my pad, I'll lay that over my knuckles, and I pinch my thumb to my forefinger here to keep that kind of stable and tight in one place. All right, once I've got that down, I'll go ahead and tie it down by wrapping again. All right, now we're gonna go a little bit tighter. So I'll take 1, usually 2 wraps is enough to keep that stable, center it up, tuck any extra stuff in here, and then you'll see I've got a nice little kind of pad over my knuckles. Don't ever make it too thick, especially if you're doing a MMA glove over top of it, because if you've ever done that, you can tell they're tighter, they're harder to get on than a boxing glove or a Thai mitt. So just like this. All right, now what we're going to start to do is we're going to make X's across our hand. That's going to protect all the bones in my hand, and we're going to do it. Everything's going to stay on top, like you'll see, so we keep that open palm that I mentioned before. All right, so come across this way. All right, take a wrap around the wrist, 1, 2, all right, then over the top, and then we're gonna go around the outside of our finger and right back through and follow the path that we just made. All right, and you'll start to notice this turns into like a pattern really quick, all right? All right, come around the wrist. All right, now we're gonna reverse sides, okay? So we've come to this finger, now we're gonna come back across, making those X's through and around to the outside, back across this way. All right, so now we've taken care of the pinky and the forefinger. We do a wrap around the wrist. Now we're gonna take care of the middle finger, around and back over top, follow the path that I just made, and then finally, you're gonna hit the ring finger around here. All right, so what we've done is we've crossed 4 times over top, and when you make a fist, you'll feel it actually pull everything together. All right, and now we've got a little bit left over. Depending upon how much you have, you can come around here and clean this up a little bit. All right, so I'll just go over top of everything here, back this way, and then finish up with whatever's left over around the wrist here. I'm a little bit short when I did this, so there's not too much extra to go around the wrist. If you had more, it'd be good, so you can come around a few more times. Or I don't really have to have that final kind of tie-in. I can just keep it like this. It's not gonna go anywhere, and I can finish everything if I want to get 3 or 4 wraps here around the wrist like this. All right, and now if you look at the bottom, I can tuck all this in here, and what it does is it makes a nice little kind of bar here for me to grab onto. So my palm is open for an MMA glove here, so I can still grapple and I can grab my opponent real easily this way, right? And then when I squeeze my fist, all those X's that I made across pull from my wrist and my knuckles together, tightening up everything that's on top, making it really, really tight. All right, and I've got my pad here to protect my knuckles. So that's what it looks like when it's finished here. All right, and it's a wrap that I've always used. I've liked, you know, since fighting, and I think it works well for both, you know, MMA and for Muay Thai. One thing I'd say, if this is not something you're comfortable with, or if you want a more traditional wrap, there's a million videos out there online, so you can always go and find some alternatives. But for me, this is what I do. If you're ever in Conquest, just ask me and I'll help you do it. All right? Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in class. Take care.